Oh, guys, that one might be better. That fish is starting the morning off right, guys. Saw him. Y'all, we are flat wearing him out. Golly, I saw him come off the bank and wake it. Another nice one, man. Holy cow. That's what you call the right bait in the right place at the right time. Ooh, right on top of one, guys. I think it's a bass. That'd be decent too. Dang, it was. It's a nice bass. I casted right on top of him. We're just gonna try to fish up and get around some spillways, some moving water today. We do have some wind, which is a good thing as well. So that was the first bite that we've had. That was a decent bass too. He went fully airborne. There he is. There's another one. And the current. Oh man, they're fighting this morning, boys. Pretty similar. Maybe I think he's smaller than the one we just lost, but we got a good hook in that one. Let me get down so we don't lose a bunch of ground. Get my power poles down. All right, landed it. Right through the nose. We do have a pretty stiff east-southeast wind, so you're gonna have to bear with me with the audio, but got the HH Custom Cyclops 1/8 ounce on my Handing Magic with a new Sioux Genius, that 8-to-1 BFS reel with 7-pound fluoro. Got us a nice starter fish there, boys. Still before 8 o'clock. We're gonna try to hit this first spot early, throw some top water, get up to the spillway, and then drag some stuff around, and then we'll hit a couple more spillways before it gets smoking hot this afternoon. Oh, guys, that one might be better. Oh, yeah, that's a big one. Oh man, I just got hit by the bank. That's a big one. Oh man. I'm gonna stick him on the measuring mat. He might go 18. Look at the big mouth on him. He's thick. I don't think he's that long, but man, that fish is thick. He's kind of got that V-shaped lower lip. Wow. That is a river butterball right there, guys. That is a chunk of a fish right there, guys. That's a really nice buzzbait fish there. 1/8 ounce Cyclops Buzzbait with one of his guppies on there. Still on the Handing Magic 6.6 light action rod with that Sioux Genius. That fish is starting the morning off right, guys. It's about what I thought. 18-incher, but just a chunk. That thing is tall. Dude, another big one. Another big one, guys. That's big. Oh, he doesn't have anywhere to go but side to side. God, you can tell by the side profile when they hit it if it's a decent fish or not. That's like another probably 17. They're right where they should be, just sitting right under the cut edge of the shaded bank here in the morning. And there's little bait fish coming out from under there, and they're getting ambushed. So that little bait fish profile on this buzzbait, I think, is doing the trick for him, obviously. Put another one on the board for the Cyclops Buzzbait, man. These fish stay healthy somehow in this shallow, hot water. But there's current, there's bait. I guess they're still all right. Nice. Another one, boys. Trying to go in under there. Of course you are. Of course you would. Golly. Another freaking chunk, guys. They are stacked along here. Hopefully, I gotta get over to the bank to where I can get my power pole down. Dang it, I knew he was gonna come off. Y'all gotta get a good look at him though. That's the 5th fish. Good grief. That one's small. I could tell right off the bat that one was small. Real small. It's all right. All sizes are welcome. There's one. So a little bit bigger than the last one, but smaller than the one that jumped off, that I let jump off because I didn't reach down and grab him. This one ate it kind of subtle. He tested it out. There he was. Got him that time. That's a better one. Oh yeah. About the size of the one that I let kick off at the board last time. Let's get him. Let's lip him. This fish ate it 2 casts before that, I think, if it was the same one. I got it that time again. Y'all might wonder, like, how important is the trailer on your buzzbait? Well, I've run like little fluke style trailers on these Cyclops, and I guess if it's a small buzzbait like this, is what I can speak on, is that it heavily affects how straight the little buzzbaits will run. If you have a little paddle tail trailer on there, it steers it very straight. If you don't have a paddle trail on it, a lot of times it's gonna veer one side or the other because it doesn't have that little rudder on the back and that paddle tail. So if you're gonna throw these little less than 1/4 ounce buzzbaits, I'll say, I always throw 1/8 ounce most of the time, use a little paddle tail trailer on it to help it really run true, and it really does affect how many bites you'll get, whether that thing's running straight or trailing off to the side a lot. I was letting that really feisty fish revive in the water, and he is not happy. There's another really good one on that buzzbait. This one is 100% gonna kick off the board before he's gonna let me do it. 16 flat, not bad, guys. See you, buddy. The heck? I think a sunfish just got this thing, guys. Yup, green sunfish. I tried not to even hook it because I kind of knew what it was, and he just choked it, so I didn't have any choice but to lift on him. Nice. That one waked on it, guys. I think that's a better fish. Yeah, that's a big one. Damn it. He caught me with my paddle freaking halfway down my arm, and I couldn't lift on him hard. Son of a gun. It's so frustrating when that happens, but that's just part of paddleboard fishing, guys. Trying not to blow spots out with the wind, but man, that was a solid one. Another sunfish, I think, guys. Yep. Dang, wish I could have got that last bass for y'all on. I wish I could have got him all the way to the board. I think it was another one about as big as that one that we got. We should have like 3 18-inch fish on the board, but I've only converted one of them. They always swim right at you somehow. Like when they get big, they just know how to lose line tension on you somehow, I swear. My paddle had fell down and it made my rod tip drop, and it was just enough to let the tension off and let him get away. Fishing on the paddleboard is definitely more an advantage than a disadvantage, so I'm not going to complain too much. Saw him. I saw that one wake bait before. I think I got a good hook. Oh yeah, nice, nice, nice. There we go. Redemption. That one's even probably a little bigger than the one that just got away. That is a football, guys. It's not super long, but I don't know how they're keeping this much weight on. But I mean, they're chasing a ton of bait, so I guess that is it. They just have stuff to eat. Y'all, we are flat wearing them out right here between 7 and 8 a.m. on that buzzbait. Yo, that one's 17.5. That is awesome. I knew that was a pretty good one. So that one that just pulled off was probably right about there, maybe just a little bit smaller. It's another solid fish though. I can see the ripples coming. Here comes a wind gust. We're about to start having to deal with the wind on the paddleboard. Golly, I saw him come off the bank and wake it. Another nice one, man. Holy cow. All the mature fish are sitting right on this bank, guys. They are just out of their minds this morning. It's what you call the right bait in the right place at the right time. That fish would be an 18 if he didn't have scoliosis and a stunted tail. He has a very large head. It's so cool when you can see like the little wave coming in behind your bait. They wake on it, they chase it, and then they smoke it. I'm telling y'all, this morning is just right place, right time, right bait. Oh, he waked it. Dang it. Oh, dang it. He didn't eat it well. Now, that was the biggest wake that I've seen. It doesn't necessarily mean it was the biggest fish, but that was pretty wild. Wow. As soon as it hit the water. As soon as it hit the water. Pretty good one. Spunky 15-incher probably. God, right behind some grass. Nice. Thank you. He blew out another guppy, but if they're gonna keep eating, I don't care. I'll go through the whole bag. I'm having too much fun right now, guys. There he is. Oh, that's a good one, guys. That is a really good one, I think. Feels like the biggest one yet. Pretty dang good. He's not the biggest one yet, but man, he was pulling. Probably another 16.5. All right. Beauties on the buzzbait this morning.
You gonna be in that duck this weekend?
Is it a bass holes one? Yeah. I won't be in the contest, but I didn't know there was one, but
That's what I heard this weekend.
yeah. Have you already caught a bunch out from under here?
Man, I had 4 of them, man. I lost 3 bites. What are you using now? Oh, you using a buzzbait?
1/8 ounce buzzbait, yeah.
Oh.
I know. Yeah, there was like 2 inches of water over the concrete when last time we fished, and it was like sketchy because the current was heavy, and I was just like on my knees praying I didn't fall in. Like, awesome. Right on. All right. Met a guy named Marcus down there. He said he's been fishing this all morning already, and he got 4 bites on his Chopo, and he caught one of them. So he's fished this spillway pretty dang hard already, and I just threw a worm and my little crankbait around and couldn't catch anything else. So that's the thing about these spillways on the rivers, guys, is that although they do hold fish, they get fished a ton because they're easily accessible from the bank. So they do see a lot of people fishing them. Doesn't mean there's not fish here, but it's like if you don't get here first kind of thing. He was definitely early bird on the spot and caught the fish willing to eat below here, but still good spots to fish in the summertime, especially from the bank if y'all are looking for something like that. What is that? Oh, dang. Not a bad bass. Dang it. First bite that we've had on the second pass back through here, though. Had to go back to the topwater. First spotted bass of the morning, guys. Spotted bass on the buzzbait. There's one. Got one on the worm, guys. What kind of a fish is that? Pretty good largie. Pretty mushy of a bite too, guys. Just kind of was nudging it off sideways. I saw it and pinned him. Got it. Probably just a little 14 or 15 inch guy. Yeah, right about 15 on that one, y'all. I've got that on that cool super finesse Texas rig that I've been throwing, that little #2 light wire screw lock hook with the 1/8 ounce tungsten. A 1/8 ounce tungsten looks huge when your hook's that small, but it's definitely not big. Y'all know how small 1/8 ounce tungstens are. And then I got just a standard Zoom U-tail June bug worm. Simple but effective. There's one. Not very big, but I got one. On the worm. Little bass that lives under the rocks. That insane topwater bite made me forget just for a second that we're still in the dog days of summer, and once there's a little heat, they also can be hard to catch. Alright guys, so we're at the second spot we're going to try this morning. We fished the first one from about 7:45 until about 10:15. It's now 10:30. I don't think I've actually ever taken you guys here before. In the 2 years that I've been posting, I don't think I've ever shot a video down in this area, but hopefully I can at least catch one fish out of this area before it gets smoking hot. It's pretty wide open. We got a lot of wind today, so I'm gonna have to go paddle up river to where the spillway is that I want to get to, and then hopefully, like I said, we can at least catch one fish at this spot for you guys. Nice easy put in though. River looks a little bit different here, doesn't it, guys? The two have converged by this point, and it gets very wide in areas, but it's deceiving because wide does not mean deep, and in most cases it means it's pretty shallow. I still think it's deeper than my paddle out here in the middle though. No, it is not. Not even as deep as my paddle, so it's a pretty view. Y'all can see downtown right there, and there's a very large spillway, and there's a little bit of water coming through. We're gonna give it a shot. Got one, guys. What is it? Big old sunfish. Warmouth. Cool. Got a warmouth on the June bug worm. There's something, boys. What is that? A little bass? Wow. Well, I said that was going to be my last cast, and I think we're just going to end it on that. Not very big. If they are here, they're not biting. These bridges, they do get, the water gets deeper underneath of them. I don't know. It's just still an odd area. Still get an odd feeling when I fish it. There's one more bass for us, guys. Little guy on the worm. Well, y'all, I got my rods re-sleeved, and I think that's where we're going to end today's adventure, is with that little bass under the bridge on the worm. But I can't even begin to describe to you how much fun I had this morning watching those bass coming behind that buzzbait like missiles, leaving a wake and then just destroying that bait on topwater. Always so hard to beat a good topwater bite, guys, and I was very fortunate to get in on that one this morning. And don't forget, if y'all want in on the big bass contest, all you got to do is send me an email with your shipping address and information, and I will ship you the Macked and I'm asking 35 bucks, and I will give you my Cash App or Venmo information to reimburse me in that email. But this trip was a ton of fun. I did enjoy it, and if y'all did too, please leave a like for me. Consider subscribing if you haven't. Talk with me down in the comments about how fishing's been for you recently. Please share this with a finesse loving friend and help me grow my channel. But other than that, thank y'all so much for watching, and y'all take her easy. We'll catch you on the next one.